If you watched my previous videos, you know that Bristlenose plecostomus are one of the main fish that I breed. And one of the problems that comes up when breeding Bristlenose plecostomus is that they produce too many, at least in most cases, I feel, for you to ever be able to sell them all, especially when you make the mistake that I did recently of isolating too many babies. And now I'm left with what I can only guess is about 300 common Bristlenose plecostomus. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of go through my thought process behind how I'm trying to figure out to either sell these fish or get rid of them in some way, because obviously no one needs 300 Bristlenose all for themselves, and they do eat a lot as they get bigger. So not only to make money by selling them, but also to save money in the cost of keeping them, I need to find a way of offloading these fish. So I'm just going to take you through a few of the avenues that I'm thinking about using, and I'd love to hear your suggestions in the comments if you have any ideas. I do have a local store that I've been selling to, but I believe the last time I sold them Bristlenose, I sold them 20, and the last time I checked, they hadn't sold that many of them. So I know I'm going to have to find another source aside from that, which is something to note. You should always make sure, which I did not, to breed a fish that your local store can buy a significant number of, which seems to not be the case. I'm thinking about selling them online. Selling online would be a little more challenging because I would have to figure out how to ship the fish. I've done it before, but there's always a chance that something goes wrong in the shipment and the fish die, and then of course I'm not going to let someone just lose their money on a shipment that died possibly due to my lack of care when packing them. So that's sort of a risky strategy to use. I'm considering trying to contact a wholesaler to move them as well. And I would say the best way I can do that is because I know someone who owns a fish store, and I believe he could put me in contact with a wholesaler in order to sell a lot of the Bristlenose all at once, maybe even all of them. I do want to keep some, but ideally I can move a significant portion all at once, because those transactions of 1 to 2 fish to an individual online or 20 fish to my local store just isn't going to be enough to move these out. And I'm really trying to find ways to focus on breeding the fish that can produce the most overall income, because some fish grow slow, like the Psilocybe, but they sell for a slightly higher dollar amount, and other fish like angelfish grow really fast, and that means that if I'm able to sell as many or more angelfish than another fish of an equal price, it will generate more revenue. But if I breed so many that I can't find anyone to sell them to, it defeats the whole purpose of being a faster growing fish. So I basically just want to make this video to break down a little bit of what I think about when I'm trying to, I guess, economize in my fish room. And stay tuned for future videos. I'm going to break down all the new tanks I have set up as I start to make my fish keeping hobby more of a business and less of just a all for fun type venture.